Hello, friends. How are we doing? It's Monday Night Muses. Who's opening for Monday Night Muses? Rorie Kelly is opening for Monday Night Muses. My gosh, isn't she also the main performer? Speak not these lies. Meow meow. Hey, Claire Bear. Hey, Judith. So I was supposed to have a really excellent performer, and they had to cancel today, which is really super fine because life happens. Hello. Hey, David Alexander. How you doing? So I decided I would open for myself, and I decided I would be a little bit experimental. Hey, Diggy Cat. How are you? I gotta say, I get in my feels because I look at the StreamYard count about how many people are watching, and it's not accurate because there are currently more people saying hello in the chat than there are in that count. So I'm like, all right, obviously you're just wrong, StreamYard. So I'm just happy. I'm happy that y'all are here. So I'm going to get started with some loops. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to have some loopy improvisation going on. Let me put up my banners, because why not, right? I want to do a big improvisational broadcast for the first hour today. I'm going to do some looping. I may do some singing. I may sing in some comments if anyone says anything that really vibes. And I want this to be kind of a meditative experience. If anyone has ever seen, I know some of you have because we've rated them before, A Pile of Petals. I really like the vibe of his broadcasts and how there's just vibey looping music going on. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of reflection and introspection going on. And that's kind of the vibe I'm going for today, but it's going to be a little Rorie Kelly flavored. So there's probably going to be some poetry vibes. The loops are going to be Rorie Kelly flavored loops. And very audience participation. If there's something you'd like to hear, or an idea, or a vibe you'd like me to express, tell me. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe they're just like, maybe they just give you like low numbers to like push you to be like, ooh, I'm gonna get more eyes on the stream. I don't know. It's weird. He's on now too. Nice. I always feel really good tuning into his broadcast. So I'm gonna get a loop started. What I usually do, I'm going with the flow in a big way today. What I usually do when someone else is opening is I kind of share around like Monday Night Muses is happening right now, and I think I'm gonna like take a selfie and be like Monday Night Muses is happening right now, and I'm opening. Because usually I make a post of like whoever is opening. But let me get some streaming vibes going on while I do that so that we have some fun stuff happening. This is called Parallel Earth Piano. Put it somewhere right around here. Then I moved it because it was in the way. My heart is a bird on a lake. Skittering, shimmering across the surface. I don't really know where I can take this. All of the things piled on my wings, I don't know how to lift. Neither am I willing to sink. Neither am I willing to sink. My heart is a bird on a lake. Crossing is full of cockroaches at this moment. I haven't been on in a very long time. Alright, let's see. I got my phone. I'm gonna take a little selfie, let people know I'm streaming. I'm gonna let this vibe a little bit. And then we're gonna start a new loop. And do something else. Vibe requests welcome. Thanks, friends. So here's what's going on if you just came in. It's true. Here's what's going on. If you just came in, I am doing an hour opening for myself, doing weird looping vibes with a little bit of little hits of poetry. I have misplaced my notebook. I had a new poem I really wanted to share with you guys, and well, oh well, because it's at large. But I decided to open for myself. I was supposed to have an opener. They couldn't make it, and I was like, let me open to myself with like a weirdness. Let me do things that are even weirder than I usually do during Muses. And like, it's okay because I'm the opener. So that's what I'm doing today. If you have vibe requests, let me know. If you have specific requests, let me know. I'm doing all original stuff today. So I'm actually going to go to the streamer song list and turn off covers, but original requests are welcome. Just gonna let you know though, I'm mostly like looping and vibing, so if you do request an original song during the first hour, it's gonna be weird and loopy and vibey, like a remix, like not like a club remix, like a weird remix, like a weird meditative vibey remix. Like that's kind of that's my feels at the moment. And you can't apologize for your feels. You just gotta have them and own them. So that's what I'm doing. By gosh. All right. I think I just did the right thing with... I'm just trying to make sure that I have this set right on streamer song list because I know it's been really weird lately. If y'all have a request and it's not working on streamer song list, just tell me. Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see? Thank you, because that is the vibe today. Weird remix vibe. Maybe I'm weirdly remixing my life. You ever feel that way? Like you need to just like if you could just take all the things in your life and like put them into like I don't know, a jar or something and just give them a shake and dump them out again and see if they come out better. That's kind of my mood right now. I just real honest, I just wanted to make my hair look a little prettier because sometimes you just want prettier hair. Is this side of my headphones working? Oh, it is. That's lovely. Headphones are always weird. I could just buy new headphones. I choose to complain about it every broadcast instead. All right, so Judith requested Rorie poetry, so I'm going to go Life Weird Remix, 12 out of 10. Thank you. So I'm going to read you a Rorie poem with some loopies for this next loop. So let me see what poem I most want to share with y'all. Hey, if you enjoy what you're watching, I would love it if you would share it around. I would love it if, in whatever way you most want to, you could share me around, like share my music with a friend, pop it on a playlist, throw someone a link to the Twitch if they're looking for something to do on a Monday night or a Sunday night, whatever it might be. Because I got to tell you guys, it's been a weird year for me, and it has put me in touch. The good things about the bad times is that they put you in touch with exactly what you want. You know what I mean? It forces you to realize like, hey, this is not what I want. This is what I want. And the thing I want the most is to be doing this and sharing music in like weird, authentic ways and connecting over it, and like kind of all of us getting some healing out of that. And so I'm asking you for help. I'm asking you to help spread the word about that, and just if you think you know someone who might be into this vibe, to turn them on to it. Not in a creepy way. Going to my poetry and songs notebook. I want to choose the right poem for this moment. All right, I'm going to try this one. I don't read this one too often because I feel, I don't know, like maybe I was in my feels too much when I wrote it. Of course, I'm always in my feels when I wrote my poetry, or I wouldn't be writing poetry, I guess, right? Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me, Diggy Cat. This whole hour is literally into the wild, wild woods. I mean, yes, that is precisely what I'm doing right now. And I'm just owning it. Everyone is doing weird, vibey stuff tonight. Maybe it's something in the air, man. We got, a new moon, like last week? So we've got a waxing moon now. I don't know. You would know better than I, Judith, what sign we're waxing in. But it's obviously a weird, vibey one. I think, I don't know. I just think it's time. I think a lot of us are like having a stress. Like the last few years are doing us a concern. And I feel like a lot of us, at least me, and I definitely people I know, have been like, okay, how do I improve this? How do I find a new normal that feels good? How do I make some changes into my life to, make me feel better about my day to day? How do I, make the adjustments? How do I pivot? And I think a lot of us have tried a lot of practical things, and we're just descending into vibes. We're just like, I don't know, I'm just going to make my feelings as vibes and see if anyone else catches on, because that's all I got left, just vibes. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. That means so much to me. All right, I got a poem to read for you, so let's find a good vibe about it. That's a little too terrifying. This is called Warming Waves. Yeah, I'm going to do some bassy warming waves. Called Tigress. Who are you, ghostly tigress that could have been? How do you fill your time? Make your money? Wear your hair, adorn your body? Do you like to dance? Are you closer than I am to your higher path? Or has my suffering made it just so clear in a way that it isn't for you? Did your mother heal before she had you? Did you get away sooner or safer? But no, even I know you can never truly get away. You can take the girl out of the cold, unforgiving desert, but you still wake up every morning with sand in your eyes. No matter how many showers you take. What would it be like not to have this scum to rinse away? Who even am I without my pain? Can anyone grow old in this world without being dashed against the rocks? Can anyone grow old in this world without being dashed against the rocks? What are you doing now in a beautiful parallel dimension? What beautiful ambrosia art do you casually create? While I swim around in my issues, still wearing sandals, desperate not to brush the slimy bottom, knowing that's the day it swallows me whole and I get sucked into the underworld. Pomegranate bloodstains on all of my best clothes when I surface. You can never truly get away. Never truly get away. Can I ever truly get away? Anyone in this world? What exactly happened to the devil to make him such an asshole? If I heal him, can I heal me too? A symptom that my focus is on healing those who harm me. A Stockholm Syndrome love, the only kind I know. So exhausting. So unfeminist. Who are you, would-be tigress? Don't tell me how beautiful your life is in the sky. I don't think I can stand to know. But could you send me a postcard once in a while? A line of a poem, a line of a poem, a light in the dark. A reminder that I can shine bright too. When I run into my flame next time amongst this rubble, I don't even know how not to live in a cave. I don't know how not to spend all day hunting, yet still go to bed hungry each night. Just give me a little clue, a hint, now and again. Just teach me to accept the sun on my face as a thing that I deserve too. Just drop me a line from time to time, and remind me that I am still you. How are we feeling, everybody? We getting vibey? Thank you. Thank you. Open for vibe requests. I just put on some nifty bells. You know I love a good bell. These are called gentle bells. It's good because you don't want like a harsh bell. You know what I'm saying? You want a nice gentle bell. Pride hearts. Let's do a pride break. It's Pride Month, everybody. talk about labels. You wanna tell me we should just treat everybody the same. Why you gotta have labels? I'll tell you why, 'cause everyone I meet already labels me inside my head. Inside their heads, they look at me and see a straight girl. They look at me and see someone who fits the plan in their minds. They look at me and think all of these things without words. I'll stop labeling myself when you stop labeling me before I even open my mouth. I'll stop labeling myself when you stop labeling me before I even open my mouth. You think you wanna treat everyone the same, but you want everybody to be the same as you. And we feel it, and we feel it, and we feel it when we're not. And we feel it, and we feel it, and we feel it, and we feel it in your shock. What I learned is it's not about the melting pot. We don't want everyone the same. It's about a patchwork quilt where everybody's name is still written in the sand, and we'll appreciate them for the beautiful colors they introduce to the sunset. We don't need to melt together into one thing. We're prettier as 100,000 things, each one different than the last. How do you call yourself? My labels aren't perfect, but it's a part of me being able to tell you who I am and what colors I brought to the picnic. Some days I am agender, today gender fluid, tomorrow maybe something else, but I'm glad that I have words to put to it, the feeling in my heart that doesn't match what everybody sees. That's okay. Nobody has to perform for you. You can just play it how you feel it. Nobody has to perform for you. You can just play it how you feel it. Raise your hand if you heard the word and finally felt seen for the first time in your life. Because you didn't know there was a word for that. Now it's okay. Raise your hand if you heard the word and finally felt seen. Sending out the goodbyes to everybody. Alright, that was Pride Edition, Loopy. Now we're going to do Fall to Feel It, Loopy. Hope you're down for my weirdness. Well, you're getting it whether you're down for it or not. I want to turn down my MIDI a little bit, because I feel like as I layer it, it gets a little louder. Alright. Virtual rainbow hugs Spooky fall to feel it. I'm here for it. I want to find something with just a little bit more room to like not so much sustain, so that when we change notes, it's actually a real thing that happens. This is called Sabretooth. Let's find out what happens. No, this is not the spooky vibe I desire. This is called String Theory. Yeah. Big mood. How do we feel? Oh, I gotta go wait for it to come around. How do we feel about awkward is the word of the day? Did your brain and your words go away? Do you feel naked and insecure? Like you're faking it, oh so sure. But it takes you away. Got a phone to feel it, I got it now. Gonna get it right. the time. I feel it, I got it now, and I could get it right. It's the time. Gotta fall, feel it. 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 Do you remember when a train felt like a journey? Not just the empty taking your money. Do you remember when you had the time to grow and not feel guilty? And it takes you away. Gotta fall to feel it, I got it now, and I could get it right. It's the time. I feel it, I got it now, and I could get it right. It's the time. New York still got it, still bigger and cooler than reality. And I might still have it like when I was younger, the energy. It takes you away. Oh, it takes you away. Thanks. Tiger, thanks for popping in. I'm doing weird, loopy vibes today. That's the shape that Monday Night Muses is taking. I think I might do it all through the broadcast, unless you hate it. If someone's like, no, please, oh my God, Rorie, please play a real song. I will. But I'm having a good time, just vibing tonight. It's Monday Night Muses, Weird Edition. Gotta fall to feel it, I got it now, and I could get it right. It's just time. I got it now, and I could get it right. It's just time. Okay, that's a fair question. But what we're doing is we're taking the weirdness and we're kind of turning it up to 11. We're like, here's the regular weirdness. Here's the new weirdness. Regular weirdness. Tonight's weirdness. I hope that explanation has suited you. Gotta fall to feel it. 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 Weird, spooky, fall to feel it. At your service. That was fun. I like this. I feel like I should do remixes of all my songs, but only live on the fly. I don't want to actually have to do things like and commit to them. Maybe that's why I'm so improvisational. It's just my fear of commitment. I also don't want to get a tattoo. And it's not because I have anything against tattoos. I just don't want to commit to a tattoo. I don't want to say, yes, I'll have this on my body for the rest of my life because I evolve and change. And not the people who have tattoos don't evolve and change. I'm just not ready to commit. I honor and admire their commitment. It's just not there for me. Just be committed. That's when they take you to Bellevue. I'm good. A place to sleep. Lots of screaming people. A place to sheep. Are we feeling sheepy today, friends? All right. Open for vibe requests. Open for song requests. Open for poem requests. Here's what I was thinking we might do. I just realized I don't have my creator dashboard open. And I want to be able to see if people are like doing things. Like last week or 2 weeks ago, Judith like redeemed a shut up and write a song thing, and I didn't see it because I didn't have it open. So let me get that open. So I think for Poetry Corner, I was thinking maybe I would do a vibey improvised Poetry Corner this time. I think we did that a couple weeks ago, and I think that would be fun today because I don't have anyone lined up. However, I know I got some poets in the audience. If any of you would like to send me some poetry, I would love that. Even if I've already featured you, it's not one and done. I want you back. I want you back, baby. All right, I see some new humans who followed me. Thank you, new humans. You're getting Weird Me. But you know what? I think maybe that's best. If I introduce myself as Weird Me, then nobody has an unpleasant, rude awakening. It's just like, oh, Rorie's weird. That's all. That's it. It's just an established fact. It's like there's that like Marilyn Monroe quote that's like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. If you can't handle me at my weird loops, you don't deserve me at my tight 3-minute pop songs. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's okay. If you don't like the weird loops, you can still enjoy the 3-minute pop songs or 3.5-minute. I see a couple new people follow me. Thank you, new friends. I don't know if you're tuned in, but in case you see this, I want to thank you, Scully Raptor, for following me. I want to thank you, PMom19, for following. That's P-E-A, like as in like sweet peas that you grow in the garden, PMom19. I want to thank you, Kathleen L, for following me. We rated Kathleen last night. And I want to thank you, The Nuzzinator, for following me. What a lovely handle, The Nuzzinator. One who nuzzinates. All right, it's coming up on 8 o'clock. Usually I would be stopping this broadcast and starting a new broadcast, but since it's all me today, I think I'm just going to continue being weird with y'all. And I'm going to ask you my 3 questions. Let me get a loop going. Let me get a now it's 8 o'clock loop going. We'll start with that. This is called Liquid Synth Keys. I need a new key. I'm tired of D. It's 8 o'clock, everybody. It's Monday Night Muses. If you just tuned in, we've been doing this for an hour because I had an opener have to cancel tonight. But don't worry, it's an awesome human, and they will be back in a few weeks. I was able to reschedule with them, so that's great news. But so what I've been doing is I decided to give you 2 hours of weirdness. Tonight's theme of Monday Night Muses is like weird loopy vibes, meditative loops, poetry loops, weird, like if you request a song, I'm gonna do the song, but I'm going to do a weird remix style version of the song. And that's gonna be that. So while I pour myself a glass of wine to celebrate the second hour of weirdness in this time of the weirdness 2022 AD, I would like for you to answer me these question 3. Question number 1, yes, this is box wine. I'm a full-time musician. Box wine is what I can afford. Question 1, where are you tuned in from? I'm gonna do wine and seltzer because it's not gonna be alcohol-fueled weirdness. I just want a little something, something. Question 2, what are you sipping on tonight? As I just told you, I will be sipping on wine. Here's the wine. And seltzer, which I'm about to pour. What flavor seltzer, Rory? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's pomegranate seltzer. Good for traveling into the underworld, you know? Question number 3. I would like to know how you are feeling today. Deceptively simple question, eh? Let's get that seltzer. This is like, I forget who we were watching. Maybe it was the Mandevilles. We rated the Mandevilles, and they have like this really cool thing where in the middle of it, they take a break, and one of them goes and like creates a craft cocktail, and there's like a camera on the kitchen table of them, and it's like really cool stuff, and it's like, you know, they highlight what particular things they're blending into the craft cocktail, and you get like a little recipe along with your live stream. And like my version of doing that is, guys, I'm going to combine some boxed wine and some seltzer that I bought from Stop and Shop. There's your recipe. First hour is Rory, second hour is Kelly. I'm here for that. Cheers, y'all. Tune in from Mercury. Drinking coffee and also water. Ooh. Tired, cool, and motivated. You are tired, cool, and motivated. I mean, I can't verify your tiredness because that's you, but I trust your opinion. But I do feel like you were both cool and motivated as a human. That's my experience of you. I'm feeling less loopy with these loops. Oh. Alright, so this particular loop that I'm vibing on here doesn't exactly have a theme, so I was thinking, feel free to hit me with requests. I'll make sure. I'll check on the streamer song list and see if make sure I haven't missed anything. Feel free to hit me with a vibe request, a topic request, a key request, a song request. Like I said, you've been warned I'm going to do it weird tonight. Or, I don't know, anything else that comes into your head. This is called autofocus. Yes. there's a little bit of like an 80s retro video game feel. Please send me a poem. Are you asking if you can send me a poem to read right now? If so, the answer is yes. Or to send me a poem to read next week for Poetry Corner, the answer is also yes. But if you're sending me a poem for next week, I request you send me 2 to 3 poems so that it can be a full Poetry Corner. I will read y'all a poem at this time. Where do I send it now? You can send it to Rorie at roriekelly.com. I got my email open. Take a peek at my heart. You might want to shut the door fast. I usually do. A lot rolling around in there. Maybe if you had a boat, the waves could be fun instead of a panic attack. Maybe if I had a boat. Maybe if I felt as comfortable in the water as I used to. I talk a good game, but I fear drowning every day, and I still think life jackets look uncool. So I guess I'll swim anyway. Again, what else is there to do? Not like me to say he's trapped on an island. Not like me to say trapped on an island. I guess I'll swim away, way, 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 way. Not like me to stay trapped on an island. I guess I'll swim away, way, way, way. Not like me to stay trapped on an island. I guess I'll swim away, way, way, way. Not like me to stay trapped on an island. I guess I'll swim away, way, way, way. Not like me to stay trapped on an island. I guess I'll swim away, 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 away. All right. We're now an hour 2, and I think I will do some 4 real songs for you. So feel free to request for real songs. Judith, I've got my email open. I'm looking. So whenever you send me the poem, I will either read it right now on air or I will read it next week on Poetry Corner, whatever your preference is. Thank you for those Doritos. Let's see, we had a request for Fall to Feel It. I think I'll do something from Shadow Work. If y'all like my music and you want to hear actual, like, sane studio recordings of it, you can. Please follow me on Spotify or Apple Music or Tidal or YouTube or really anywhere that you enjoy listening to music. Or go to my Bandcamp or go to my own website, which is roriekelly.com. Ooh, I've been wanting to ask you guys. I think some of you already are. I am trying to grow my mailing list. That is a part of my multi-pronged approach to quietly take over the world. Actually, not so quietly take over the world, with art and compassion. And mailing lists help with that. So I would love it if you guys would sign up for my email list. And I got to tell you, I'll only send you an email like once a month. At the beginning, if you have never signed up before, you get a few emails that are like meant to kind of introduce you to the Rorie Kelly vibe. You get links to some videos and some groups you can join and stuff like that. But I don't email you that frequently for the whole time. It's just like kind of a, hey, nice to meet you, let's be friends kind of thing. And then after that, like I said, like once a month, I let people know where I'll be, if you're local, where I'll be on the internet and what I'm doing and anything new I have coming out. And I usually share something nifty in there, like a podcast interview or, you know, a live recording or something like that. So if you would like to sign up for my mailing list, it would make me so happy. And you can go and do that at roriekelly.com. It's in the top, I'm really bad at left and right. It's in the top right-hand corner where you can do it. And that would make me really happy. Okay, self-promotion over. Y'all, I have no longer, I wrote a whole song about being a commercial for myself. And I just am like living it now. I'm not apologizing anymore for being a commercial for myself because ain't no one else going to do it for me. So, you know, we got to do what we got to do. That's what I've learned in these 37 years. Almost 38. I have weird feelings about turning 38, y'all. You got me talking now. I have weird feelings about turning 38 because 38 is kind of my favorite number. It's my favorite number for no reason other than I like the way it looks in my handwriting, which is as good a reason as any, I think, right? And I don't know. So that year's coming up, and I have been putting some pressure on it for it to be like a good year. And gosh, I did that with 2022, and whew, so I don't know. All right, let's see. I want to pick one that's not that weird that I can make pretty weird. I might do this girl because I feel like this girl's pretty straight ahead, at least in terms of like it has a song structure. Let's do a weird, vibey this girl. You have weird feelings about turning 26? You know, it's funny. I remember when I turned 25, I had big feelings because I think it's a quote in maybe Some Like It Hot, where Marilyn Monroe is playing someone. Second time I've mentioned Marilyn Monroe tonight. So weird. Where she's like, quarter of a century, it makes a girl think. And like when I was turning 25, I was like, it does make a girl think. I'm like, gosh, that's a quarter of a century. Like that's a lot. And it wasn't so much like, oh God, I'm getting old. It was more like, is my life on the trajectory I want it to be, like those kind of things. Anyway, so then I turned 26 the next year and it was like, whatever. Like I already had all my big feels at 25 and 26 was like, okay. Oh, wow. I haven't heard that song. I'd like to. I had a situationship, your favorite word, Claire, that kind of ruined Veruca Salt for me a little bit, because the person was like really into them, and I think I would be really into them, but then obviously same said person like did me dirty. He did me dirty, and not in a fun way. Like he did me wrong, and he did another woman wrong, and then we collectively found out about it and became friends and got rid of him. So that was fun. But anyway, I always associate Veruca Salt with that guy, and you know how it is when you like have feelings and you really want to like a musical artist, but you're like, oh, but the feelings, yeah. But maybe I can. I don't know. I hope to be able to get over that because I really like Veruca Salt. I really like, I've heard like some of Nina Gordon's solo stuff. I really like her like pop rock vibiness, and it leads me to believe I would also like Veruca Salt, but here we are. All right, we're going to do a weird vibey version of this girl. I am open for requests of what to do in a weird vibey way. Poem sent. Judith, do you want me to read your poem now, or do you want me to read your poem next week for Poetry Corner? Tell me your desire. Or at least after this weird vibey version of this girl, because that's what I'm about to do next. Poem. Look, I got it. Oh, I'm really excited about reading this poem. Sure, I think that sure is for reading it now. Okay, cool. Okay, we're going to do a vibey version of this girl, then we're going to read Judith's poem. That might take us into Poetry Corner. schedule's full right now. Sorry, we found someone else. Sorry, we can't afford to pay you tonight. Have to cancel, I hope it's alright. Oh, I didn't set up a cool percussion loop that I could go to for the B chords. Hang on. So far from alright, I come out the other side, and this girl won't back down, and this girl won't back down. Well, this girl won't back down, this girl won't back down. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry if it really went down like that. I had no idea. I guess it must have been painful for you. Guess you're okay now. I guess I gotta suck it up and press on. Guess I'll be alright. I guess a nightmare will remind me that I got to the other side. 'Cause I can't live inside the past. The time just goes so fast. 'Cause this girl won't back down, and this girl won't back down. Well, this girl won't back down, this girl won't back down. Oh, 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 oh. I learned you get punished for sticking out. I learned to be strong and never shut my mouth. I use the resistance as fuel. I won't let you make me a fool. I use the resistance as fuel. 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 This girl won't back down, won't back down. I use the resistance as fuel. I use the I use the resistance as fuel. 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 Oh, I use the resistance as fuel. I use the resistance as fuel. I use the resistance as fuel. Whoa, I use the resistance as fuel. I use the resistance as fuel. I use the resistance as fuel. Thank you. I feel like I'm evolving to a new Pokemon form lately. Like, I've really been asking myself, like, what is the vibe that I want to create? Both here, like here I feel so free to do that. because I don't know, I feel like you guys are awesome and are here for me being weird and are here for me being experimental. But at my gigs too, I'm like, I walked into my gig the other night and I'm like, well, why couldn't I just start with some loopy vibes? Like, loopy vibes are fun. I know people who just do loopy vibes. What would be wrong with that? And I'm really like bringing, like every time I strip away a layer of like, I shouldn't do that, I discover new cool stuff that I really want to like keep. I guess that's what tonight is about. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I really should have heard the part you just did with me. I feel really sad that I have not heard that part. I would like to hear that. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know. I'm evolving into my next Pokemon form. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be nifty and there will be more cool MIDI sounds. I'm going to put up my hair and read Judith's poem. It's really good, y'all. I read it while I was doing that loop and I liked it. It looks like I have so much hair now, but only on half of my head. Complicated. All right. Let me see. It's time for me to get some good vibes for this. No, E minor. I hope you're here for these choices that I'm making around your poem, Judith. All right, this poem is called Drill of a Lifetime. Just making sure. There we go. Drill of a Lifetime by the one and only Judith Zwyman. I went to the dentist for a broken tooth, but it was decayed too badly, and he said I would need a root canal. He shot me full of Novocaine and said that he would make me feel profoundly numb. It didn't work. I didn't tell him that although I couldn't feel you in my face, I could still feel you in my roots. I couldn't tell him that even though he shot me all the way down to my jaw, I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my Still had too much feeling in my heart. 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 I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. I still had too much feeling in my heart. Still had too much feeling in my heart. Thank you. That poem was called Drill of a Lifetime by Judith Zweiman. Okay, it's time for poetry corner. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to be taking vibe requests and topic requests. I'm going to be doing 2 poems, improvised on the fly. So make some decisions, kiddos. Let's go. You have 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a hot 30 for you to get some vibe requests and or topic requests in there. And then I will take them and make poems out of there. Ready, set, go. I'm back. Let's see. I didn't go anywhere. I used the opportunity to put myself in record and fortify myself with some wine. Let's see what we got here. Brain fog, apparently. Okay. I'm going to call that both a topic request and a vibe request. I need one more. Gothic. Okay. So we have one brain fog poem, and the topic and the vibe is going to be brain fog. And then we also have a vibe request for gothic. What is the topic to match Diggy Cat's gothic vibe? Please tell me. I need to know. Good. Okay, gothic darkness. I like what I love most about you guys is how cheerful and positive y'all are. That's amazing. Okay, gothic darkness. Okay, we're gonna do brain fog first. Is that a request for a topic or a comment on the sound? Because I could see how this sounds a little bit like gerbils. All right, we're going to go there. Thank you so much for tuning in to Poetry Corner. My name is Rorie Kelly, and this week I have another improvised Poetry Corner for you. As you may know, every week when I do Poetry Corner, which by the way happens at 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly, RORIE KELLY. When I do this, what I do is I lay down some improvisational music and I read poetry over it. Sometimes it is my poetry. Often it is the poem of another human. I accept poems from non-humans too. If your poem is good, I'll read it regardless of what type of entity you are. And I like to highlight the work of other humans. That's really special to me. It's really special to draw attention to poetry because it's one of those arts that, for me, makes me feel so much and yet tends to fly under the radar for a lot of people. So I like to signal boost wherever I can. However, today I don't have anyone lined up as my featured poet, and I have decided to do something I've done only once before, which is do an improvised Poetry Corner. I have asked my chat for requests for vibes and topics, and I have two of each. I actually have 1.5 of each because one topic is also a vibe, I have decided. So anyway, I am going to get started with these poems, which I will be kind of composing on the fly, both musically and word-illy, and I hope you enjoy it. The topic of poem number 1 is brain fog. I want to tell you that I swear I heard this word in my head a good 2 minutes ago as I was listening to you and thinking, this is what I'm going to say in reply, which is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to listen rather than formulate your reply. Nevertheless, I couldn't help myself. In my brain, I was like, this is the thing that I want to say. Now that it is my turn to speak, I have forgotten the thing that I wanted to say. So I'm going to sit here quietly and replay what you said since I wasn't listening. I was just formulating what I wanted to say, which you're not supposed to do, and hope that the thing I want to say comes to me. The thing I wanted to say has not come to me. Now it is awkward. Now I have been quiet for too long. You think perhaps that I am offended. I see your eyes widen as you move to backpedal the thing you said that did not offend me at all. I just wanted to add my thoughts, and my thoughts are missing. What can I do here? I begin to awkwardly apologize, which is the only thing I really know how to do in these situations, and effusively affirm your statement, which I did agree with. If only I could remember why I came into this room in the first place. I have a theory, and I know that for some people as they get older, they like to call it like a senior moment, and I'm here for that. I allow you to embrace your senior moments, and I know that Many people have pointed to the COVID-induced brain fog, because a lot of us have gotten COVID at this point. I have a theory that brain fog is a direct corollary to being assaulted with so much information all the time, so many things on our agenda all the time, and then this constant ping of data in the background. Is it Facebook? Is it Twitch? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? Is it an email from my boss? From someone trying to sell me somebody? From my significant other? From a pal? From someone pretending to be my pal and asking me to do a wire transfer in their name? And maybe they're the Prince of Persia? There is so much for us to process at any given moment. And I struggle to imagine how anyone could remain neurotypical under such stimuli, and indeed, how we can even identify anything as neurotypical when perhaps what is neurotypical is itself evolving as our brains are exposed to new and different stimuli. Every moment, every year, every month, it changes for us. And this is not to discount the experience of people who are neurodivergent in any way. It's rather to affirm it and say that perhaps we are all diverging along a path with our brains and how we process information, because never before in our evolution have we had to deal with so much input at once, and we can't evolve to catch up with it. What was I saying again? Thank you, friends. That poem was called Brain Fog and was composed on the top of my head. Not on the top of my head, off the top of my head. Maybe it was on the top of my head as well. I don't know. This next poem, the two prompts I have been given for this poem, because my people are awesome, are the vibe prompt was gothic and the subject prompt was darkness. So I hope you're here for that. We are gonna go dark or go home. If you're like me, because I'm broadcasting from my home studio, we're gonna go dark and go home. There you have it. Gothic vibe. Does my darkness disturb you because you worry about what it might do? Does my darkness disturb you because you worry about a culture of violence and how it is affecting children and how children shoot children now? And everyone has a theory on why it is, and probably the truth is something more cumulative. A series of events that are hard to rewind. Does my darkness disturb you because you worry that it is catching? Does my darkness disturb you because you look inside yourself and see a darkness that matches it, that you have tried to silence, but still comes to you at times when your defenses are impaired? Does my darkness disturb you because you don't understand it? Because maybe I had an experience that you can't relate to, and so somehow it must be wrong. Does it disturb you because maybe I had an experience that you can relate to and you are not ready to think about it yet? Does my darkness disturb you because it pulls up hungry ghosts from the bottom of your own soul? Because it makes you wonder, like forgetting your keys, like when you're walking out the door and you're sure you've left something behind, but you do your little checklist that you do every day and you have everything you think in your pockets, but you're sure that later you're gonna regret not going back for something, you just can't remember what. Does my darkness disturb you because it brings up an unidentified longing that you can't quite put your finger on, that you know you have felt before and will feel again, and yet you don't know what to do with it, so you keep tucking it away in a drawer, wrapping it in silk, placing it with your mother's jewelry box that used to belong to her mother and her mother's mother, that holds a few heirlooms and a few costume jewelry pieces and a lucky coin you found once. Does my darkness disturb you because you worry that it is catching? Does my darkness disturb you because conversely, weirdly somehow, it makes you feel less edgy, less cool, like maybe you should have darkness too? And maybe you don't even have enough darkness. What kind of a world is it where we have to worry that we don't have enough darkness? Does my darkness disturb you because it echoes off of something inside of you, something that feels like rock, like a craggy cliff that just says to you something isn't right? Something about how we built our world and how we show up in it every day isn't nurturing something important within us, and that important thing within us isn't exactly dying. It is just growing up a little bit twisted because it isn't getting what it needs, like how when you put asparagus in the closet, it still grows, it just grows pale. Does my darkness disturb you because the pale part of your soul needs it and yet has never experienced it and so shies away, worrying about this new experience? Does my darkness disturb you because you just don't have time for it right now? You have so much going on in your life, day to day. You have so many appointments to be on time for, which is always a struggle. For some reason, you always end up running late, no matter how carefully you try to plan your day. And then you find yourself zoning out and looking at something on your phone, and suddenly you were supposed to leave 5 minutes ago. Does my darkness disturb you because it's all you can do to just move along right now? And you don't need some big, deep thing to think about. Does my darkness disturb you because I said it first, and because you have a darkness, and you wish you could express it, but somehow when you express it, you get hurt? I want to offer you my darkness as a blanket in the night, as a friend on the telephone who says, yes, I have felt that way too, as a stranger who picks up your wallet and your cell phone when you drop them because you're rushing and you ran into the same said stranger. And they're not mad, they just understand. I want to offer you my darkness as connection, and maybe it's a little weird, but life's a little weird these days. Thank you so much for being a part of Poetry Corner. This was the weird improvisational edition that I do every so often, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you are interested in being featured on Poetry Corner, you can submit your poetry to me at rorie@roriekelly.com, RORIEKELLY. And if you would like to tune in for the live edition of this, it happens every Monday night at 8:30-ish Eastern Time PM at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly. Thank you so much to Captain Phil and to Diggy Cat, who have syndicated Poetry Corner and brought these poems to more ears. Farewell, my loves, until next time. Okay, what's happening here? I didn't do the gerbil poem. I'm sorry. I was actually ready for the darkness poem. Vampire bats and gullible gerbils. Poetry corn. Hey, Dad, how you doing? I don't know if you caught it, but that was an improv poetry corner. We had a couple people suggest some things, and we just went to it. In fact, this whole Monday Night Muses is weird and improvisational. So I am taking requests for vibes. I am taking requests for songs, but I will do the song in a weird, potentially remixy kind of way. I am taking requests for poems. I guess that's all. Even I understood that. What does that mean? You understand a lot of things. I enjoy the disparity between these two greetings. Evening, Mr. Kelly. Hey, Rory, Dad. When I was at a gig a few weeks ago and Alex was helping me set up, someone was like, "Is this Mr. Kelly?" And it was like real creepy. Alex and I don't have the same last name. Funny story, we were born with two different last names. And it was someone was like, "Is this Mr. Kelly?" Because they knew my last name is Kelly, so they meant it just like, "Is this your husband?" But it was like, that's weird and creepy because Alex is my husband and Mr. Kelly is my dad. Anyway. All right, we have a good 10 minutes left. What can I sing to you? I feel like I might go ahead and, you know what I'm going to do? Liminal spaces. How about that? Happy to do requests, though. Please feel free. I think I better start this off with some keys. Just some regular keysies. Rob Davey in the house. Can I tell this story? I feel like because you made a reference, it's okay for me to tell it. So my parents also had two different last names. And my mom took my dad for a birthday dinner, in a fancy hotel and all of this, and made the reservation, of course, under her name. Her last name is Davy. And my parents' pet name for each other used to be Rab. Long story, but that was it. It was rap. So she gets to the place and she's like, could you please bring out a birthday cake and could you write happy birthday Rab on it? And somewhere in the translation, things get lost and they took her last name and they mistook Rab for Rob. And they came out and sang to my dad, whose name is Kevin Kelly, happy birthday, Rob Davey. And it's like it's an ongoing, like, legendary story in my family. And it kind of is hilarious. I kind of love it. Feels like enough snaps. I don't know. I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes, but no one's understanding when I change too. If you're looking, I had a book of dreams on my nightstand. I always thought that I'd come back for it. I had to prove I could do it my way. I had to prove that I could make rent. If you just believed me the first time, it wouldn't have been so hard for me. Where are the moon sisters I was promised? Where is the music monk I never got to be? 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I have a thing for piano players. I try to learn from the mind inside me. I try to learn why the moth inside me likes this particular flame, so I don't get burned again. I have a notebook, so many it's embarrassing. I have a lot to say for someone so quiet people think that she's a stuck-up bitch until they get to know me. And by the time they get to know me, I'm attached, even if it's wrong. Where is the night of cups I was promised? I went all in, and all I got was this lousy discernment. 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. It's too late now. You can never take it back. It's too late now. You can never get the years back. It's too late now. And the future looks exhausting. Where are the broken but good-hearted people? Feel myself changing into something I don't like. 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes. I can barely recognize the particle that I've become. Thanks, friends. Ginger snaps. 'Cause I'm snapping and I got ginger hair. Cheers to that, friends. Bonk. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Okay. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you for my Doritos. Thank you for my touchdown Doritos. Extra special. All right, I'm going to do one more song, and I was thinking what I might do. I remember sometime on Can't Find My Keys, someone asked for the Bird song, and I ended up doing like a weird vibey version of it, and I think that's what I want to do to take us out, like a weird vibey bird vibe. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing. She gon' learn to fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly away. You think you got it, cage your brass and a lock and a key. But you think she's too dumb to set herself free. And the fact that you locking her up shows you're the dummy. You think you're all of that and a bag full of chips, but you gotta control just to get your kicks. And the fact that you locking her up shows you're the dummy. And if you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly away. Singing is 50% confidence. When I'm confident, I won't be content just to hang around and be your pretty little plaything. And you try to pretend it's the way that I am, I'm built this way just to wanna please, but I got some ideas of my own that don't include you. 'Cause I see sky out my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. 'Cause I see sky out my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. And if you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she'll learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. Because I see sky out my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. Because I see sky out my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. And if you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. Thanks, friends. That's Weird Vibey Bird Song. Channeling Peter Gabriel? I don't know. I should be so lucky. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. Thank you for flinging Doritos at me. I know you, Judas Wyman, and I can picture you doing it, and I can picture the look of wild abandon on your face. All right, friends. That's it for Monday Night Muses tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're gonna go and raid someone, so stick around for the raid, because we raid excellent people. Usually it's suggestions from y'all, and you're going to have a really nice time wherever we land. If you are watching the replay of this, I hope you enjoyed Weird Rorie, and feel free to tune in for the live show sometime on Twitch. Twitch isn't as scary as you think. I promise you that. I know we've been trying to raid Schnaff. Do you want to raid Schnaff? Schnaff's got a lot of viewers right now. Let's give Schnaff a raid. And as always, I will sing you out. Let me get something more regular for my singing out song. And let's get on the Schnaff train, shall we? If you haven't seen Schnaff, I know you will really enjoy Schnaff. Schnaff is a lot of fun. Really talented, really great player. A real piano player, unlike me. Okay, I'm going to sing y'all out. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses.